Ms. Emily Emerick, you have a baker's spirit. So, where did you learn to do this?
CM College.
They taught you to use one of the most prestigious baking techniques ever designed?
There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. Come on, we gotta start this new collaboration video.
Now you wait here, Miss Jen.
Right, let's go.
I knew I should not have left my cane at home.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to this month's video. And today I am joined by a very special guest and friend of the channel.
Hi everyone, I'm Chef Emily Emerick. I've collabed with Jen on multiple collaborations. I am excited today to be here in the kitchen with my big sister on another culinary expedition.
And we are excited to have you back on the channel and
Thank
teaching
you.
viewers basic cooking techniques and all of that. What series will we be cooking from this time?
Today we are going to be doing RWBY, which is a American animation series which is created by Monty and I am very excited because this is actually a really good series and I was really excited to cook for this.
Yes, and we're very excited to be making food from a series that I enjoy watching as well as cosplaying from, as many of you may know. So let's go ahead, grab our aprons, wash our hands, start our ovens, and let's get rolling.
Alrighty, so we got our hands washed and we're ready to do Friday prep. And today we are going to start doing the soft boiled soy sauce eggs for on top of the ramen we're doing tomorrow. So in this pot I have here, we have 6 eggs and then there is about a half cup of salt. The reason why you want to add salt to it is it's going to help peel the eggs. It'll help peel the eggs a little bit better for you. And also too, for a little extra, I will sometimes add a little vinegar to it. So Jen, you want to go ahead and add some vinegar to it?
How much is a little bit?
I'll tell you, say one.
Say when.
Say one. Keep going, and stop. That's about 1/4 cup. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this over to the sink. We'll fill it up with cold water. So we do have water in the pot now. Now that there's water in the pot, we're gonna go ahead and take it over to the stove. We're gonna let it come to a boil. Once it's boiled, we're gonna put a lid on it. We're gonna kill the heat, meaning just turn off the stove. Sorry, chef term. Put a lid on it, and we're gonna let it sit for about 6 to 7 minutes until it gets that soft boiled.
All right, sounds good.
Eggs are on the stove now. Now we get to do the fun part, which I think Jen's been looking forward to this.
Ever since it was first mentioned, I was like, yeah.
Pork rub. So right here, I actually have a pork tenderloin that I got from one of our local butchers, or Martin's, I should say. But so what we're gonna do is you want to cut it open, or you want me to?
You do it. We're not there yet.
And don't be alarmed if you pierce the flesh a little bit. It's fine. Because what I'm thinking about doing, and this will actually give it some more flavor and make it a little more tender, is I'm going to poke little holes throughout the pork. Just little holes. Like that.
YouTube, we're being safe.
Just poke some holes in this, and it's going to make this pork nice and tender. And also too, all the flavors from when we cook the roast and everything, and from when we use the soy. I'm a bit of a mess. Thanks. There we go. Alrighty. Jen, you wanna? Okay. So. Alright, you wanna open that bag for me, please? Thank you. And there's a reason why I'm doing it in 2. That way this fits nicely. There we go. Like pork. Alrighty, I'm gonna go wash my hands. Alrighty, so the pork is now in the bag. So now we get to add our vegetable oil. Just enough to give it a little bit of seasoning. food in. Now, don't be alarmed, this is just salt. And of course, black pepper. Don't worry, that thing is a big pork. We're gonna need all that pepper. And then just a small handful of garlic. Alrighty, so that is done for the pork. So Jen, you want to go ahead and just close that up and give it a good shake.
Alright, we gotta make sure this is closed nice and tight. There we go. I think I'm shaking very good.
That's alright.
Oh my gosh, it's got some weight to it.
I think it was like 2 pounds, maybe 3. 3.5, 3 pounds.
I don't think we're getting to the bottom though.
Gotta massage it with your hands a little bit. There we go. There we go. And if any of this doesn't get marinated, if some of it doesn't get marinated, we can put more salt and pepper on it.
Missing an ingredient.
Soy sauce.
Alright,
That
so
one.
say when.
That's good. Just enough to give it some flavor without overpowering it. Because pork is a very delicate meat, so you want to treat it, it's kind of like fish in a sense. The more flavor you add to it, the more powerful it becomes. Now there is a little bit of air in there, but that's good because we'll take the air out here. There we go. There we go. Now there. Sometimes adding just a little bit of air, it'll help, help you distribute everything out. Then you can take all the air out. There you go. See? Alrighty. So this is just gonna go in the fridge overnight, and we'll cook it off tomorrow. Alrighty. So while the eggs are cooking, and we are going to now make the mint whipped cream for the chocolate cookies that we're gonna make tomorrow for dinner. So what I'm gonna do is pour in a half.
We're gonna have other things for dinner. This isn't a Ruby Rose girl dinner moment of just cookies and whipped cream.
Alright, so we got 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And then Jen, would you just measure out like maybe a half cup of powdered sugar? Just do like half of it.
Oh, this is powdered sugar? I thought it was flour.
Nope, that is powdered sugar. I usually use powdered sugar because powdered sugar incorporates a lot better into this. Alright, so go ahead and just sit it down for a little bit, because what we're gonna do first is we're gonna whip this up just a little bit, and then we'll add the powdered sugar to it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we got a little whip, so we'll go ahead and just add some powdered sugar to this. And that should be plenty of powdered sugar. So if you want to go ahead,
Just to the fancy new baking cabinet.
yep, to my fancy new bag. Yep, here we go. That you can just measure out a cup.
Oh, brand new.
Oh yeah.
Note to self, I don't use mid-extract that often.
Right there. That's good. You don't want to go too powerful for that. That stuff is strong. Oh, I can already smell it. So that's more of a gel. Okay. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Okay.
That's so good.
And
It's
now
like
for the
a-
real test.
It's like Dairy Queen, not sponsored, but like a certain ice cream place where you can just dump it. That's what it reminded me of.
That's how you know you did it right, if once it's in the bowl like that. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and cover that up, and we'll have it ready for tomorrow. Sounds good. Alrighty, so the eggs have finally cooled down enough. We did put a little ice in these to let them cool. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to be making the soy sauce marinade that we're going to put our peeled eggs in. So while Jen's going to go ahead and start peeling the eggs. Okay.
Oh, I should switch.
Switch me out. Okay. And then for the marinade, we're just doing soy sauce. I said ice bath.
No. Alright, this might be loud.
And how really cute.
It's me. I'm not a very good egg peeler. Despite all the hard-boiled eggs I eat, I'm not a very good peeler, so
Well, do you want to do this then? No, do that.
no, that's gonna come out all proportionally wrong. So
I'm just putting stuff in until I think it looks right. Pepper. Little pepper. And some salt.
do you rinse off your eggs after you peel them?
Yeah, there you go. And then, yep, cool. And then just a splash. Oh, it's okay. A couple teaspoons of sugar.
You're not doing very well. That was most of the egg.
It's fine.
If anything, I'll eat that egg. So.
Sometimes when the shells do that, sometimes it's better just to take your time on it. Might not be pretty perfect, but there you go.
Almost got it. They keep stabbing me. Stop it. It's gonna be a new Ruby weapon. Eggshells.
There we go. That's good. There you go. You got it.
Don't fall.
Also, too, I mostly just do hard cooked eggs. I don't really do a whole lot of soy sauce.
Oh,
There you go.
you're right, Kelly got one.
Excellent.
Put my fingers back in there. Do go.
Alrighty, we got all the eggs peeled, so we're just gonna close this. And we are just gonna let this sit overnight until tomorrow for lunch.
Sounds good. See you then. It's morning. It's morning. Wait, where's the food? I'm hurt. I'm sad, and I'm definitely hungry. But that part's not your fault, Em.
Okay, let's go make breakfast.
All right, everyone. So we're starting the day off right the Nora way. We're making pancakes today. We're doing it 2 different ways. One with pumpkin and chocolate chips. The other with a mint extract and strawberries on top. So tell us, Chef Emily Emerick, how much ingredients did we measure out for pancake batter?
Alright, so in this bowl right here, we have 2 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. In this one, we have 1/4 cup of melted butter, 1 egg, a cup of milk, and just a splash of vanilla. So what Jen is going to do is she's going to whisk her dry ingredients first. You want to whisk your dry ingredients, then mix your wet. Those are mixed separately. Then you pour your milk in because you don't want to overwork your batter dough because nobody likes a tough pancake.
Yeah.
So while Jen goes ahead and does that, I am going to cut some strawberries.
Wait, I was first.
Yep.
I'm already failing.
And then, yeah. Oh, make sure you whisk the wet ingredients.
I didn't realize that was. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, combine.
Put the egg in there.
Yeah.
And you said the milk's already in here?
Yep, milk's already in there. Milk, butter. Yeah. There you go. You have it. Yay! All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up. Unless you want me to.
Oh, Goliath. The Leviathan has strawberries. Definitely kind of thick.
Okay. That's fine.
Just good. Bit more milk.
Just a tad. There we go. There we go. Alrighty, so Jen has our pancake batter all finished up. She went ahead and split it into 2 different bowls. I got the strawberry slice, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little sugar to the strawberries, and that's going to make a nice little strawberry syrup on top of the pancakes. It's called macerating, meaning when you add sugar to fruit, it brings out the natural sugars, making a delicious syrup. All right, so what Jen's gonna do now is she's gonna add mint extract to the pancakes. Did you want to add a little green food coloring to that?
No, it's okay.
All right, well, she's doing that. There you go. And I am gonna do the pumpkin. I usually make my own pumpkin, but I didn't buy pumpkins last year. Sorry. That smells good. You want a little more milk to that?
I feel like a tad bit. Once you do your milk, I'll...
I guess it didn't need any extra milk because the pumpkin already has moisture in it. So we have our pancake batters made. I have our little electric griddle set for 350 degrees. We went ahead and already sprayed it down. Now we get to go ahead and do the fun part, and that's make pancakes. Alrighty, and of course we can't have pumpkin chocolate chip pancakes without chocolate chip. So I have a question for you, Jen. Do you like to use regular sized chocolate chips, or do you use mini chocolate chips?
Usually depends on what I get, but I like the dark chocolate chips the best.
Oh, those are good. I like getting the mini ones, and I like using the mini ones when I make my cookies because then it's like, you know, you get chocolate in every single bite when you use mini chocolate chips. Now we're gonna let these cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on either. Let that cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. Once they're slightly cooked and they're slightly bubbled, we go ahead and flip them.
So pumpkin pancakes are done, but they're chocolate chips, of course. So now I'm gonna go ahead and measure out the mint pancakes and get them started.
Alrighty, so we have our pumpkin pancakes and our mint strawberry pancakes. Everything was definitely delicious because, but now we do have our couple of questions. Jen, you want to start us off what our question is?
Yes, so the one question that we're going to ask right now is, who are your favorite RWBY characters? We're going to do a top 3. So,
my top 3 is, of course, Ruby. I love her. I definitely love her as a character. I love her weapon, Crimson Rose. Nora, because she's funny. I love how she brings happiness and laughter into the group, even though she's not in Ruby's group, but she still brings group happiness into Juniper. And then of course there's John, because he's a character and a half and he's awesome. And what are your top 3?
So my top 3 is Nora Valkyrie, of course, in real life Nora. Penny Polendina, because she's so sweet and innocent. She's so cute and everything. And then to throw a curveball, I'm going to say Coco Adele, the leader of Team Coffee, because she's a baddie and I love cosplaying as her as well. So those are my top 3.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and eat these up while they're still nice and hot, and then we are going to go ahead and get started on the next thing. Alright, so we just got done cleaning up for breakfast. Now we're on to the next delicious dish, which is the
Mint chocolate cookies from the Atlas party. So we're going to go ahead and get started on those for after tonight's dinner. So tell Chef Emily Emerick what's been measured out for the chocolate cookies.
Alright, so in this bowl right here, we have 1 cup of sugar. We also have 1 stick of butter, or half a cup of softened butter. In this bowl right here, we have our dry ingredients, which is 1.5 cups of flour, half a cup of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and a half teaspoon of salt. So what we're going to do now is we are going to basically what we call creaming, where you want to take your softened butter. They're very soft. Or softened butter, and you just want to beat this. So, and my husband decided to get me a hand mixer. There you go. So we're going to beat this until it's light and fluffy, which takes about 2-3 minutes. So we got our butter and sugar cream together. Now we're going to add 1 egg. Alright, and then Jen, do you want to go ahead and beat the egg again? Alright, that looks good. Now we're going to go ahead and add just a splash of vanilla into this.
Oh, it just landed so perfect into the hole.
Our batter looks lovely now. Alright, so we're going to put this on here. Flatten it out just a little bit. Chocolate cookie dough is in the fridge. It's resting for 30 minutes. Now we get to make one of my favorite cookies to make, and that is chocolate chip. And this recipe I make a lot for some of my clients, and this was a recipe we grew up with, so it's kind of sentimental and nostalgic. So in our bowl, we're going to do 3/4 cup of softened butter. Alright. And then we are going to do 2/3 cup of brown sugar, firmly packed, and 1/4 cup of regular sugar. And now we get to cream it. Then you want to go ahead and crack the egg in there?
I also want to say too, chocolate chip cookies are sentimental in the RWBY fandom because of the first episode, and then Summer Rose was a baker.
Alright, so now we're going to add a splash of vanilla. Can you grab the red spatula? Because we're going to need that to stir in the chocolate chips. Alright. Now we add a splash of vanilla. We're going to stir this in. And then in this bowl, we have 2 cups of flour and half a teaspoon of baking soda. Half a teaspoon of baking soda.
All of it?
All of it in there. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like some recipes they want you to put all of it in, some are like do like thirds.
I know with cakes it's always like a little bit at a time, but with cookies you could just put it all in. Now for the fun part, we get to add the chocolate chips. Go ahead and put them in there.
And see, I'll show this bag. This is worthy of Ruby Rose for those that watch the TV episode, which tries to make chocolate chip. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and ask another question, which is, which Ruby volume is your favorite?
Oof. I'm honestly gonna say the Alice in Wonderland one. I know it was kind of dark and everything, but I do like the story and everything. I like the story of Alice. Plus, also too, John's riding a rabbit, so it's like. And what is your favorite volume?
I did like volume 9, the Ever After vibes. Controversial to most Ruby fans. I do like Ruby volume 4. I thought it was very well done. So we get little Ren and Nora, which was absolutely so adorable. Love those moments. But I will say, volume 7 was also another favorite. When they go to Atlas, they have the glow up and everything. And, you know, they're finding out more and more about things. That was definitely another favorite. Plus the music's good, which we'll talk about music later. Music and art. Fantastic.
That's good. Just needed a few more. There we go. Alright. I have a twist tie I can use. There we go. Alright. Yay, now it's time for my fun time, which is us trying these cookies up. So we each have a tray lined up with parchment. We're just going to take our spoons, grab a little, and plop it down. Alright, so we have our cookies all trayed up. So now we are going to stick them in a hot preheated oven, 350 degrees, for about 10 to 11 minutes or until golden brown. Once they're done, we'll go ahead and transfer them to a cooling rack. Chocolate chip cookies are in the oven now, and our chocolate cookie dough has rested. So now we get to roll these out. And Jen, you want to go ahead and flour up some baking cocoa for us?
Those are going to go in the oven 350 for about 15 minutes. Got to keep an eye on them so they don't burn or anything. So they don't get really Okay, we got breakfast done, cookies are all done baking, so now we're going to move into lunch, which we're going to be making the ramen that was made in volume 5, I do believe. Yep, it was volume 5. Where they all sat together and had a big bowl of ramen. So we have our pork that was marinating overnight. So Chef Emily Emerick, do guide us. What are we going to do?
So we have a small pan here. What we're going to do is we're going to give it a quick spray. That way it keeps it from sticking. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and open this bag. Oh. All right. So some of these cloves of garlic that are in here, since the pork was marinating in it, we're just gonna, because nobody likes pork.
Joel disagree, but
Yeah. Right. Zach would disagree as well. So my hubby. All right, looks good. And they fit. All right, so Jen, would you like to go ahead and just wrap it up with foil? All right, so we have our pork ready for the oven. We're gonna go ahead, bake it at 350, about 30 minutes, but if it needs longer, just check on it every about 10 minutes or so after that. We have the pork in the oven now, so now we get to do all the fun toppings. So we have some green onion, bok choy, fresh ginger, garlic, and a few other delicious ingredients. So we're gonna go ahead and start prepping these. That's fine. And I'm gonna go ahead and work on the ginger. Alrighty, so we have our ginger and garlic cut up. Jen has all of the bok choy and the green onions cut. Now we get to do the fun part, which is beef broth. I wonder why they don't make pork broth. Since this is a pork ramen, why don't they make pork broth? I mean, they do. You just gotta make it yourself. And it was a tie. Oh, 10-1. I'm kidding. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and add the beef broth, and then put everything. So we're gonna add our garlic and ginger. Perfect. And did you want to add the white onions to it?
The green ones are more for
Decoration. Yeah, and that'll give it some more flavor too. Alright, so next we need to also add a little pinch of chili flakes. I'm not gonna add a whole. Okay, 3 small shakes. And then a couple tablespoons of soy sauce. Oh, that smells good. And then a little bit of black pepper. Alright, there we are. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and take this on the stove and we're going to let it boil for about 20 minutes or so until all the flavors come together. Alrighty, so we have our broth that is going to start reducing here shortly. What I have over here is I'm making some hot tea for our boba tea, our strawberry milk boba tea that we're going to be preparing. So right now I'm just taking some black tea bags together. And I do this little trick where, because the family size tea bags, they tend to get a little expensive. So I get the small ones, take these little tags off, and then tie it like this, and you have 1 jumbo tea bag. And stick it in your tea bag and let it cook. And then of course I also have some water boiling for our tapioca pearls. And this is something Jen brought in. And according to this, you basically just add this to boiling water, let it cook for 3 minutes, strain it, and they're ready to go. Alright, so basically it's just a waiting game. Alright, so we have our boba fully cooled down, we have our tea freshly brewed, and we also have strawberry milk. You know what that means. Alright, so in our cups, we are going to add the boba first. How much boba do you like? This one's... There you go. And then I'll do just a tad for me. I do like boba, I just...
I've never tried this brand either. Not sponsored or anything, but one brand I get.
Alright, next is going to be some ice because our tea is still a little warm. We'll go ahead and add some ice to this. Perfect amounts. Alright, and now for the fun part, the tea. Don't worry, I have a lid. It's not bad. Sorry. Sorry. We did add a little sugar to the tea just in case. And now for the favorite part. Give it a shake. Never had this one, so hopefully it's good.
I remember which one. I think it was a little.
Alright. Yeah, my straw.
So different. That's okay.
Cheers.
That's so cool. I'm gonna be bouncing off the walls everywhere we go.
Bouncing like boba.
This is got our boba tea, just waiting for ramen and pork and all that goodness. So we'll be back with one.
Our broth has been bubbling and boiling away. I went ahead and took out the ginger and all of the vegetables. Our pork is right now resting, so now that that's boiling, we're gonna add our bok choy. Now this will only take a minute to cook. Okay, there we go. And you can't make ramen without cooking chopsticks. This just needs about 1 minute. Now that these are cooked, we'll go ahead and put them in here. Now for the star of the dish, ramen. We're gonna let these cook for about 5 minutes and then we'll be ready to plate. So we have our noodles fully cooked and they look delicious. Smells so good. Now we get to go ahead and assemble. So Jen, if you wanna go ahead and so what you're gonna do is you're gonna do the noodles while I go ahead and slice the pork.
Sounds good.
Battling noodles right now.
That should be good.
Okay. And then grab yourself some broth. All done. That's alright.
Exactly.
That's good. Okay. Now next, we'll do 2 slices of pork. Or do you want 1?
We'll do 2.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's hiding. That looks good.
Okay. And then...
We'll do 1 egg.
Okay.
I have a lot. I know you don't like these as much. Oh, we're done. But
That looks good. And then one more thing. There we go.
Delicious looking ramen.
It looks like something in a movie.
I know, it's very, very well done. So before we take off and eat lunch and everything, our next question was, which RWBY outfit is your favorite?
Oh, probably either Ruby's dress from season 1 when they had the party, or when they were going to Atlas and Ruby was wearing the white outfit. I forget which season it was. It was the one where it was the season that Blake cut her hair. That's all I know. That outfit that Ruby was wearing, that's one of my favorites.
I'm gonna say Vaishni's Atlas outfit. I love that outfit and everything. And I also love Penny Volume 1's outfit. She's like so cute and girlish. So, alright, we're gonna take our ramen, have some lunch, and we'll see what the afternoon holds. And taking a break.
Yep, just enjoying a few cookies and these stories in this book.
Yes, the Class RWBY the Knit Fairy Tales.
Each one either has a lesson or a moral that the character can gain from.
It's kind of like how in our world we all have a story and where we all come from. No matter how big or small the tale, we've all learned lessons in life that help us move forward.
Just like food can tell a good story as well.
Well put. Maybe we can read one more story before we start preparing for dinner?
Of course.
All right, as many of you might be watching this channel, a few years ago, I attempted to make the Atlas graduation cake. Took several days, several edits. Didn't come out the best. Cake tried to come out the best. It was very tasty. So the whole reason why I wanted to do the RWBY video was to make the cake, and Chef Emily Emerick has definitely some cake baking skills. So she's already made the cake. We've already done the crumb coat, which I was supposed to do last time and didn't, but look, we did it this time. So we did this last night, and now today we're going to be decorating. So what's our first step?
Well, first things first, we're going to color some icing. So in this little bowl right here, I'm going to go ahead and make the purple icing that we're going to need for the border and for the design. Go ahead and do that real quick. Now this one, I'm going to give this to you. You're going to make that into the blue icing for what's going to go around it.
Okay.
So do this. Just do like 1 drop. Start with 1 drop. Start with 1 drop because it was a very light colored cake.
I'm so scared. Okay. Not a spatula, but it's fine. We're going to be mixing.
Do red.
Maybe 1 drop more.
1 more drop.
Okay.
Then may I have that? Thank you.
There we go.
I think I got the color for the border.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my gosh, it looks exactly like...
That's like a pink. Pink and blue make purple, I guess?
Yeah. Red and blue make purple. Well, we did a neonish blue and we did a pinkish purple, but...
Yeah, and I got my colors mixing too.
Oh, that does look like.
It does look like the cake.
Oh.
Happy day.
Because when you're mixing colors, you always want to start out small and then work your way up.
Okay, that's a good tip. Okay, I think I got it. And yes, we know this isn't the long rectangle cake. We kind of had to work with what we had, but we promise you it'll be 4 yummy layers of deliciousness.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
Give that to you.
oh, this looks beautiful.
It's nice.
It's a little bit more. Okay. Start off with that and see where she takes us.
I'm telling you, this cake is like cursed or something.
It was an Atlas cake. What do you expect?
There's a reason why Atlas fell. The bakery industry didn't do a very good job.
Apparently not.
Okay, I'm just gonna let you take it because.
Well, it was a very crummy cake.
No, it's okay. It'll be delicious. Nora will probably eat the whole thing in one sitting. Well, next time we don't have to do cake. I think we're doing. Cut that out. They can't know. Don't let the people know the next video. You gotta pay for that.
I think it's
like a giant ice cube, like an iceberg thing. It's actually kind of cool. Good so far. So we got one side, now for the other corner. And while she's doing that, let's go ahead and we'll try with our one mic because the other one's charging. As you can see, YouTube perks. We're gonna ask a question. She's decorating, which is, which RWBY character would you want to hang out with for a day?
You start.
I'll start. I'm gonna say Blake Belladonna because, well, she's a cat. I like cats. She just likes to read and drink tea, and that's pretty much my whole vibe these days. Whenever I get a moment, it's just like, let me just sit down with my cup of tea, cat in my lap, and just vibe. And I think that's what we both need. So that'd be my answer. So I'm gonna try.
I would say either Blake. Well, not Blake. Yang. I do like Yang because I do like her fighting skills and things like that. But I think I would also hang out with either Nora or Pyrrha.
Ching for girls. Are they on the other side? No, I don't think so. Okay, she's doing this way better than what I had. I had to use fondant. Okay, and fondant is a nightmare. Take it from me. You can go watch that video after this. Look at that. Not totally jealous. But no,
name it all right now.
I'm just doing the best I can, but
And that's fine because this looks amazing. So, 100
And
times
then-
amazing.
of course.
Hmm.
Let me see. Do you have Nora's?
You don't
Does she have a
yours.
heart or anything? No.
No.
Hmm.
The lightning. Here.
A little. Well,
That's
that's what sprinkles are for.
me. Is that a cat?
Oh, that's a chicken.
Tired. Cute. So it goes this way? Okay. For the video. Oh boy. And then it's around the bottom.
Just sprinkle a few on. You
Like-
don't have to cover up with too much of the. There you go.
You one side, you get the other.
I was trying to do this.
That's fine. This is cute too. So, Atlas Cake 2.0. Y'all are very welcome. Looks good. So we'll put this in the fridge and we'll have to wait until after dinner to eat some. So we'll try it.
We just had lunch not too long ago. Now we get to start working on dinner prep. So Jen is going to be making spinach and mozzarella quiche, and then I am getting some mirepoix ready for the tomato garlic soup we're gonna creamy Parmesan tomato soup we're gonna make.
There you go. Sounds good. Alright. So we got 1 cup of spinach in the bowl. Now I'm gonna mix 3 eggs together. I have to use the word beat.
Whisk the eggs.
Whisk the eggs. Yes, you gotta whisk. Yeah, which do we? So with the eggs, I'm going to add 3/4 cup of buttermilk pancake mix type stuff. I'm gonna add that, and then we're also going to add 1.5 tablespoons freshly chopped parsley.
You want me to get some salt and pepper for you to put in the quiche, just on the safe side, give it some flavor?
If you want.
Salt and pepper.
And then 2 cups of shredded mozzarella. Oh, I think that's plenty. Oh, I know, pepper. And some salt. A bit more. Okay, mix this. Okay. Free. Doesn't want to. 1 cup of spinach.
And then we also got some milk. Might help it thin down just a little bit without things. Because I always put milk in my quiches.
Mix it a little bit.
Better?
But so now that I have my quiche mixture, I'm gonna go ahead and add this to greased muffin tin.
You okay?
Oh, the onions once again. There's darn
Hey, we
onions.
picked them up.
There's some spinach all over there.
So these are going to go in a preheated oven for about 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes. We'll check on them here in a bit.
Sounds good. Good
Oh, and I also got all of our carrot and onion cut for our tomato soup. Now we get to make the creamy Parmesan tomato soup for dinner. So I have a piping hot pan, which we are going to add 4 tablespoons of butter to it. We're just gonna get this nice and melted. So our butter is nice and melted now. Now we get to go ahead and add our carrots, onion, and garlic. We're gonna let this sit for 5 minutes. That way it gets nice and tender. All right, it's been 5 minutes. Now we get to go ahead and add 1/4 cup of flour to it. This is gonna help thicken it to make it nice and creamy, to thicken it. And we'll just give that about 1 to 2 minutes. Because with roux, you never know. You can use any type of broth you want to use for this. Oh. You can use chicken broth, you can use beef broth, and if you are a vegetarian, you can use vegetable broth as well, or vegetable stock. This is now nice and thick. Now we get to go ahead and add our, you guessed it, tomatoes for our tomato soup. This. And just 2 cans of tomato soup is what you want to add. Okay. And then you want to add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Alright. Oh, this looks lovely. Alright, so we're going to let her go ahead and simmer for 20 minutes and then we'll see her back in a bit.
Chef Emily Emerick has something to show you all.
Quiches,
so
which were made by Jennifer, so she did a lovely job.
Yes.
We're gonna let those cool for a bit. And now we get to do the grilled zucchini rolls that Jen has been looking very much forward to.
I've been dreaming of these things ever since I saw them. I was like, that on the screen. I went that.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and thinly slice the zucchini.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make the ricotta mixture for the middle. I always get ricotta and E. coli mixed up. Hashtag not sponsored. Need a, what's that thing that makes it thin?
The mandolin. Oh my
The
gosh.
mandolin.
You want me to?
I know. But it would be very helpful. Okay, take your time. We got plenty of zucchini. It's in season when we're recording. There you go. And they're little appetizer thing.
See, that worked out perfect.
That worked out so good. Much better.
Okay. Alright. Did you want me to cut these in half? Make them a little. Make them here?
And just try.
Just like that.
Them all shapes and sizes.
Okay, so Jen has our ricotta filling made, and I went ahead and got all the zucchini cut up as best as I could. Now we're just gonna do a little bit of olive oil, just a smidge on each one. You want to hand me the salt and pepper? I'll put some salt and pepper on these. So you know, flavor. Nobody likes bland food. Nobody likes bland food. Salt and pepper this side. It's also too, the salt's gonna dry out some of that water that's in the zucchini as well. So that'll help. Okay, I'll put these. You dabble me a little olive oil on some of them. I do that. Very heavy. Yep, there we go. That works. Let's do it on my bus.
Okay.
Got our zucchini nicely oiled, salt and peppered. Now we're gonna take it to the stove.
Alright, so Chef Emily Emerick grilled the zucchini and everything, so that's all ready to go. So now we're gonna go in and attempt to make the zucchini rolls. So here we go.
First, a little layer of basil, then a small little cup of vinegar.
Where's this teaspoon?
That's fine. And give it a roll.
Toothpick.
Oh.
It should be in there. Is it on screen? No. Of course not. There's one of them.
Here's one. Only 2 more to go.
Here's my attempt with the zucchini. This one's definitely like a very fancy, like appetizer. Hors d'oeuvre, I guess is the fancy term.
Not gonna lie, these actually look a lot better than I anticipated.
I know, I'm actually kind of amazed. So the mini quiche, the zucchini so far, the soup looks good. It smells so good right now. Oh my gosh. And then we still have one more thing to make. And then prep the dessert. Voila. Yeah, you see it.
And voila! They're all done.
Alright. I have been tasked with making the caprese bites. So I got some naan bread here. I'm going to cut into circles. We're going to put a tomato on top, some cheese, spinach, balsamic glaze, and kind of go from there. Cue the music, editor Jen.
With that effort, there we go. Some caprese bites ready for the table. So now we are at our little Atlas feast. We made our plates and we're gonna try all the delicious goodies. So, but before we do that, one last question for today, which is where in RWBY would you like to visit?
Oh, that's a hard one. Probably Beacon. I probably want to visit Beacon. Like all the historical sites, the clockworks and stuff that they had in the first volume. It looks like a wonderful place to visit.
And I'm going to say one of the academies as well, Haven Academy. I like the aesthetic, very pleasing. I'd love to see what their library looked like. So Haven Academy for me. Wow, I am full from all of the delicious foods we got to try today, especially those zucchini bites. Those were amazing.
Oh, they were good, but my favorite dish was definitely the ramen with the pork.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
Very, very tasty. So, but for today though, I want to say a heartfelt thank you to Chef Emily Emerick for letting us borrow her kitchen and her recipes.
Oh, thank you, Jen, for having me, and I look forward to next year's collaboration with you.
Yes, very, very exciting. So just want to say thank you to everyone for watching the RWBY inspired dishes. Be sure to give this video a like, leave a kind comment, make sure that you subscribe, and also follow and support Chef Emily Emerick. And we'll hope to see you next time.
Bye everyone.